Hey guys, welcome back to this place, and if you are new, welcome here for the very first time. I'm Carmen, and today we are going to be watching Season 1, Episode 2 of Pluribus, and I'm really excited because the first episode of this caught me completely off guard. I don't know what I was expecting really going into it, but it was not a alien virus that took out everyone, well, literally took out some people and then figuratively took out the rest of the planet except for 12 people, one of which is Carol, our main character. So, yeah, I don't know how I could have expected that, but I didn't. And so I'm excited to see where we're going to go from here, how Carol is going to adapt and try to fight back maybe, and exactly what that's going to entail, because 12 people or one person, because that's assuming she can find all 11 other people and that they will want to fight back as well, versus billions, the odds aren't great, you know? So I'm gonna stop talking and let's get into it and see what happens. Still looks like New Mexico, which I'm basing off shows and movies because I've never actually been there. Okay. Who is this? Is she one of the 12? Are you one of the 12? Oh, someone else. Maybe she's just one of the group and they're gathering people. Also, I'm gonna say not New Mexico based off of the writing on the car. Okay, gatherers. Got it. I don't know how many people did die. I've seen quite a few dead people. Where's she going? Oh, is she gonna fly? I guess if everybody shares a consciousness, then if one person knows how to fly a plane, everyone knows how to fly a plane. She passed out. To be fair, I think that's fair. So now it's been 11 and a half hours. You would hope that it was a bad dream, right? Well, I guess there's your confirmation it's not. Is she gonna bury her? Oh, it takes such a long time to dig that hole. What does Plain Lady want? What is her mission? First order of business, take a shower. Just a suggestion, you know? She's taking off her shoes at least. Oh, okay. Maybe she is going to take a shower. Oh! She scared me.
Okay? Sorry, we didn't mean to startle you. You've been at it for 2 hours straight.
You people are spying on me.
Oh no, you just happened to be outdoors this
How?
morning.
Where are you watching me from?
An MQ-9 Reaper?
A what?
It's an Air Force drone. It's...
Okay. Creepy.
Please? We'd feel so much better if you'd hydrate.
What's in it?
Water?
And what else? Something that's gonna make me turn into one of you?
No, we're months away from knowing how to do that. Jarmal Gurki says it's okay. He was running the second shift at the Aquafina plant when this got filled on May 8th. To the best of his knowledge, it's just good, clean water.
You trying to give me Aquafina? Just
Who are you?
Someone we thought you might like.
Not so much. No.
Sorry about that, Carol. Regardless, you are on the verge of heat exhaustion. How about it?
I don't blame her.
You have water in the house. Please drink some. We can see we're upsetting you.
Well, yes, I think this entire situation would be incredibly upsetting, you know?
Wait! Stop!
You're gonna need a pickaxe, by the way. There's a lot of volcanic rock in that soil.
Your neighbor Martin at 1204 has one in his garage, along with the sun hat and...
Work gloves.
What's she trying to see?
Wait right here, don't move.
Oh. Does it look like her book?
What the hell is this? Are you supposed to be my character, Raban? Why?
If we chose poorly, we apologize. We just want you to be happy.
Why Raban as a woman?
Yeah. I mean, they know you're not straight, obviously.
My original version of him was a her. But I talked myself out of it. And we never told anyone. Helen and I were the only ones who knew.
So Helen, they got her before she died.
So if you can't read minds...
Carol, you may find this hard to believe, but yesterday was the greatest day in the history of humanity. Helen thought so too.
No, Helen is not one of you.
She joined us before she passed. She's gone, but all of her thoughts, her memories, they're right here.
That's
Should we tell you how much she loved you?
No, don't. Yeah.
You are a goddamn bunch of grave-robbing psychopaths! You are the reason she is dead! And now you're gonna speak for her? Fuck you!
They are the reason she's dead. Hold on, honey. Why is she being weird? Hold on. Did she kill her somehow? But all she did was shove her. What is happening? Why did she go back to the, like, state, you know? The shivering state. I don't know what to call it. Oh, are they all just doing it again? I thought she had done something. Ah. Okay, they're coming back.
Carol? We can take it from here.
Okay, what the fuck just happened to you, though?
I was just trying to...
We know, Carol. We're all right.
But what just happened, though? Someone explain?
Hi, Carol. How may we help you?
The pirate lady can come back if she wants.
Absolutely. She'll be right over.
The pirate lady. More yellow for Carol. I wonder if there's an irony to her having yellow stuff, because, you know, she's obviously, clearly unhappy. What the fuck happened with the that's what I would, excuse me, ask.
Was that me? Did I make everybody freeze like that?
We're affected by your emotions. The negative ones, if they're directed right at us, they can be a little tough to take.
So, how many people did I hurt just now?
Oh, please, that is not how you should look at this. Not at all.
Did anybody die?
They did.
How
didn't
many?
they? How can she affect them so much?
Worldwide, it's a few.
How many is a few?
Dozens?
Hundreds? Thousands?
Hundreds?
I don't know about the touching. Uh-oh, the little bugs are starting to congregate. Do you have like a big freezer? You know, that she could wait in?
There is a quicker way, if you're open to it.
What? A bunch of them? Oh. Bring in the heavy machinery. This would be such a fucking trippy ass experience. Horrifying, traumatizing, would probably never get over, but also trippy.
How many people like me in the world did you say? 11 others?
Actually, now there are 12. There's a gentleman in Paraguay whom we became aware of this morning.
Okay.
Were any of them hurt today when I,
They shouldn't have been, right?
It was just one minor injury.
These 12, how many speak English?
5 either as a second or third language.
I want to meet those 5.
Communication wouldn't be an issue for the 13 of you. We can translate.
Nope. Just the English speakers.
Why?
And fine. Ask. The sooner the better. Oh shit. No. Hey. Are you there? Can you hear me?
She's asking. Maybe.
All 5 say yes.
Okay, now we're 2 days in. 2 days, 2 hours. They got her sitting in coach? Or does she want to sit way back there? Because, like, you could at least let her sit in first class.
You're more than welcome to sit up front with us if you like.
Okay.
You could take the controls. It's fun. Carol, this gathering today, we have high hopes for it.
Okay.
But?
But as we say, your lives are your own.
Which means what?
Yeah.
We can't really protect you from one another.
They think they'll try to hurt each other? Why? Is this them? The other 5? 4? I guess.
Anie kuki kung hamusta ikijasmanta. Dafta mirosno.
I guess you would speak every language, wouldn't you?
Hi. I'm Carol.
Hello. Otombayer. Pleased to meet you.
Otombayer.
Otombayer.
A tombaye. Probably said it wrong.
Shumei. Hello.
Hello. Shumei. I'm Carol.
Kusimayu.
Kuzumayo. That's a lovely name.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And,
I'm Lakshmi.
Lakshmi.
Lakshmi. Great to meet you. Do you know who these guys are?
Hello, Carol. We're family members. This individual is Biamba, Otrember's daughter.
And this is...
Ravi, Lakshmi's 9-year-old son.
Does no one else feel like this is like a dystopian nightmare? Is it just her? Is it just her?
Mr. Kumba Diabate invites you aboard his plane once it arrives.
Okay. What kind of plane is it? Okay.
어떨 겁니까?
See, no one else, but they all still have their person. So I wonder if that affects whether or not you think it's dystopian or not.
Welcome aboard, Carol.
It's creepy. It's creepy. It's creepy.
Hey guys, excuse me.
Everyone, may we have your attention, please?
Why is no one else freaked out? Would be my question. Like, why do y'all just accept this?
Family members, beautiful women, pirate lady, you can all just go wait out on the tarmac.
Nahi? Why should my family have to leave? Yes, why?
We need to talk amongst ourselves, just the six of us. That's why we're here, right? Let's see.
See, they're not all on the same page. No one else is, like, freaked out like her. I feel like she's the only one who's gonna be, like, freaked out and see this as how it is. Everyone else, and again, maybe it's because of the grief and the trauma.
Anyone have any training in biology? Anybody a doctor, a medical doctor? Any backgrounds in science of any kind?
That's what I said.
I don't know how we do this. I don't know where we begin. But it's up to us now. The future of humanity is in our hands. As scary as that sounds, it is. It is up to us to put the world right.
This is how I would feel. I would be right on the same wavelength as Carol. I don't think they are, though. I think they're like, we're good.
Why?
Yeah.
Why save the world? Is that's your question?
Why does the world need saving? At present, the situation seems very nice.
Cool plane. Really. Meanwhile, everybody everywhere else has turned into some kind of fucking pod person, right? I've seen this movie. We've all seen this movie, and we know it does not end well.
Are you the one who lost her temper and made them all stop moving?
Okay, you know what? I shouldn't be able to do that!
I was in an automobile. My grandfather was driving. The automobile crashed, and my grandfather died.
Should I have that power over billions of people?
I'm sorry. I didn't.
She not know they do that.
Yeah.
And it won't happen again.
Also, how the fuck?
I don't know, you seem very angry.
You know what? I feel like anger is an appropriate response in this situation.
Everybody understands that, right? Your husbands, wives, parents, children, they're not them anymore.
My child is still my child. Very much so.
That cute little boy we just met? The one who can perform open heart surgery and fly the space shuttle? Yep, he's right as rain.
You listen. That is my child out there.
He is also your prime minister.
Yeah.
Some guy you dated in high school, your gynecologist. Think about that.
You are a horrible person.
Your husband, your child knows everything your husband knows. It's creepy.
We have to do something.
Do what?
That's my question. To be fair, what the fuck could you do?
I'm not convinced things are as bad as you say.
I am.
As we speak, no one is being robbed or murdered. No one is in prison. The color of one's skin, by all accounts, now meaningless.
But how? Because the shitty people's brains went in there too, right?
Peace on earth.
Like, what happened to all the shitty people's brains? Y'all don't have those?
Ask yourselves, what's been lost?
I want to be with my cousin.
Oh, honey. No, you don't. You may think you do, but you don't.
Don't tell her how to think.
Could you just, please? I know you are lonely and scared, and this whole thing is terribly confusing. Believe me, I know.
Wouldn't you rather get them back
But
if you
everything
could?
about you that's you, everything that is personal and individual and special, if we let this happen, you won't have that anymore.
Yeah.
I'll have it. I'll share it.
What did they tell you? What kind of promises did they make?
No promise. They only tell me what it's like. You don't think it sounds wonderful?
No. I don't,
You don't ask
actually.
them what it's like?
How could you not ask them what it's like? Raise your hand if you ask them. You sit there and you tell us, we must do this, we must do that, but you don't even bother to educate yourself. Why should we listen to anything you say?
Because I'm smart enough to know you don't ask a drug dealer to describe their heroin. Now, what are we gonna do here? I'm open to suggestions.
I'm so on board with Carol. I honestly, I'm having trouble seeing the other perspectives. Who are all the hot women that they just got to be there? Like, where did they come from?
What?
Like,
However, and I'm not complaining, mind you, I did order lobster.
We apologize.
We searched a wide radius, but the only lobster currently available is live. We don't kill.
so everyone will have to become a vegetarian at some point.
So you are vegetarian?
That would be our preference, yes.
What if I wanted escargot? Surely you can kill snails.
No.
A wasp, even. Don't kill it?
No.
What if you step on tiny,
Insect.
if you step on tiny insect by accident?
We try not to. We can't purposely end life. It's not in our nature.
Well, hip fucking hooray for you.
But doesn't that prove that they're not human, as fucked up as that sounds? Like, they're not human anymore?
They won't step on a bug, but they'll enslave an entire planet. I don't recall anybody getting a vote on whether or not they wanted to join me.
We ourselves have no choice. For us, it's a biological imperative. Every time one comes to understand how wonderful it
How many
feels.
fucking people died during your wonderful fucking joining?
Must you curse so much?
Yes.
There's a child present.
He's also an adult.
How many people died?
She's making a
We
point.
didn't intend for anyone to die.
But people did.
Then the military discovered us, and to avoid even more bloodshed, we had to accelerate the process.
So how many?
Yeah, answer the question. Answer
How
the
many
question.
people died?
Millions? Billions?
886 million. 477,591.
So
As of this moment.
almost a billion.
I guess you gotta break a few eggs, huh?
You killed 11 million.
$11 million? But she didn't know. There's a difference.
Carol, after lunch, we were thinking you all might like a tour of the Guggenheim. It's a beautiful museum. Frank Gehry designed it.
Yeah, Helen talked about it. It was on our bucket list. All right, warm up my plane. I'm going home.
Good riddance.
Girl, I think you need to wake up to the reality of your situation.
Have the time of your lives. Enjoy it. Eat, drink, and be merry. Go to the Guggenheim, Disneyland, Paris, wherever else these whacked out Moonies take you next. But know this. You are traitors. You are traitors to the human race!
she walks up like this. Oh, there she went. She a little drunk. She did guzzle.
Get off me.
Doesn't it seem like they care about
me.
Carol individually?
Get the fuck off me! You fucking freaks! Get the fuck off! Get off!
Oh, they're all shaking again. See, if I'm a person and you're a person, that shouldn't just happen. See, for them though, they haven't lost the people they... Well, I don't think that was her fault because they were all upon her. I get it for the other people though, because if you're looking at the person you love, wouldn't you do anything to keep them, even if it was only an iteration of them? You know, they keep giving her access to alcohol, so I feel like they can't really be that upset when she drinks it and then is not okay.
Did they leave?
All but one.
Who? The French guy?
Oh là là.
Something?
Merci, ma chère.
si drôle, notre amour.
Mm-hmm. He's the only other one without a person, it seems.
I am headed to Las Vegas, Nevada. Have you been there?
No.
I will occupy the penthouse of Mr. Elvis Presley.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds about right.
Some say it is haunted by his ghost. This intrigues me. And if it is acceptable to you, I wish for Zoja to accompany me. She suggested I ask. I believe she needs your blessing.
Who's Zosha?
Your chaperone.
Ah.
Accompany you for what? Oh, Jesus Christ.
What can I say? In the past day, I've spent time with her, gotten to know her, learned her name. I feel we made a connection.
Can I ask a question? What is wrong with you?
If she is your companion...
She's not my anything. None of them are. They are a bunch of brain-damaged incompetents, but you keep sticking your dick in them.
Zoja, would you join us, please?
I do think that there is a consent issue here, but I'm not fully...
Have I shown you, any of you, affection that was in any way unwelcome?
For us, affection is always welcome.
I feel like that...
Let me see if I've got this straight. Casanova McBoner here wants you to join his harem, which is hunky-dory with you, provided I give you my permission?
Right?
Or the entire fucking world is ending, and instead of doing the right thing and trying to help me, you'd rather
Please,
run
the
around
last
sticking
of
your...
these people. Is you losing your temper?
But why is it just her? Is no one else questioning this? Is it just because all of y'all are fucking copacetic? Or what? Why do they seem to cater to her more?
Please, work this out yourselves. We can't choose.
Yes, you can. If you can do square roots in your head, you can make choices. And there's a whole third option, where you just tell us both to piss off.
I don't think they can, though.
If we were to choose, it would hurt one of you. We can't do that.
Which means you can't consent, right? Because then you can't say no and hurt someone. Correct?
Perhaps I've not seen the movies you spoke of. But to me, this does not feel like the end of the world.
if they can't choose, they can't consent. I don't know what part of that you don't get, bro. See, she wants to stay with Carol, I think.
Open the door!
Shit. I don't even know if they can see you. Okay, I guess they can. Okay. Is this their plan, though? Is this their plan, though, to get that woman to... I'll have to go back so I can remember her name. But to get her to influence Carol because they modeled her or got somebody who looks as close to female Raban as they could. You know? Alright, so this episode was a bit slower paced, not in a bad way, but just in that they're introducing sort of different layers onto the narrative, right? So I really enjoyed this episode a lot. I enjoyed seeing Carol fight for humanity, have these outbursts, show her trauma and her grief at what has happened, as well as her care for other people. It was also really interesting to see the 5 other people, like Kumba, Shume, Lakshmin. I'm probably saying the names wrong. Kuosoma, Auroumbe. I will learn the names, you guys. But it was cool to see all of their perspectives and to sort of see it from... Obviously, we're seeing it from Carol's perspective since last episode. Since the first episode, we've kind of seen things through the lens of her and her perception of everything that happened. And obviously, that perception includes losing the person that she loves most in the world. So the trauma and the grief of this situation is going to be heightened for her because of the loss that occurred at the same time. However, it's interesting to see these other characters who don't necessarily share her perspective and who do still have the people they love, at least some iteration of them, and they're probably holding on to whatever they can. And it's hard for me to wrap my brain around not wanting to fight it, because I do so vehemently agree with Carol that this is a fucked up thing. But I also... It's hard for me to see it from the other people's perspective. However, when I look at it through the lens of they still have the person they love, again, I don't fully think it is that person anymore, but it's an iteration of that person. Would you not fight to keep that person? Would Carol's outbursts and the damage that they do to the people that you love not color your perspective and your perception of her and the situation? So, in a way, I understand, because, like, Locksmere, right, I believe, she said her grandfather died after Carol's first outburst. Now, of course, we know that Carol didn't know that. It's also, you have to be like, but how could I, as one person, one, know what that was going to do? Two, why should I have so much power? That's terrifying. I should be allowed to be angry and to act out without this being the result, you know? So, I don't know. I understand it from the perspective, and like the one girl, she wanted to Joanne with her aunt and her cousin, I believe. And I mean, when the odds seem so insurmountable, you kind of can't blame somebody for that being their perspective. And again, when it's your husband and your child, or your husband, or the only family that you have, maybe that's still alive, you can understand not wanting to accept that they're not them anymore. And although I feel like having this person that I love not be themselves anymore would motivate me twice as much to be like, let's get you back. Let's figure out a way to fight this, because you're an individual, and that's part of the beauty of who you are. Like, that's who you fell in love with, was one person. Or you love the people in your life because of the individual character traits, their humor, their kindness, their sense of right and wrong, like, you know, their love of animal, like whatever it is, you love the people in your life because of all of the unique things that make them individually them. If they lose that, are they still them? If everyone in the world knows everything about everyone else, if everyone becomes an amalgamation of one person and they all think the same and act the same and feel the same, like that's not a society, right? That's not a people. That's something else. And I think it makes sense to fight against that, right? Because so much of being human is, sure, like, we carry character traits from every person that we've known. And I think that there's something so beautiful about that. Like, maybe you still listen to the same music that you did because your middle school best friend loved this band, or this movie reminds you of this person, or you tell jokes like this person that you knew, and you have the same sense of humor as your dad or whatever, and you share, like me and my dad, a love of poetry. And so you are this amalgamation of all the people that you've known and loved throughout your life. And in that way, those people live on. But if we all became one person, would we not forever lose the unique beauty of us as individuals? And I think that we would, and then we wouldn't be us, you know? So I totally, yeah, like I said, I just so fully agree with Carol that it's hard for me to understand how everyone isn't like, oh my gosh, yes, we have to find a fucking cure for this. And also, I think that at the very end, we learned something really interesting, right? When, what is his name? Kumba was talking to Jusha? I'm going to try to remember the names, you guys. But when he was talking to her, and he said, and Carol, and Carol's like, pick, and she's like, I couldn't make a choice because then that would hurt one of you. And our philosophy of life is fundamentally opposed to hurting anybody. So therefore, Zausha, or if I'm saying her name wrong, I'm sorry. But therefore, to me, she can't consent. That, to me, indicates that she's not her own person, because if you can't make a choice and have a choice in your life, you cannot have agency over your own fate, then you're not a whole person, right? Because our choices make us who we are, and especially in order to consent, you have to be able to choose. And she's saying she can't make a choice, that would hurt somebody. So if she says no, and she knows that that's what Kumba wants, is for her to say yes, she cannot say no and risk hurting him. Therefore, she doesn't have a choice in saying yes or saying no. Right? Like, that's my understanding of it. And I feel like that so efficiently and quickly proves Carol's point, because if you cannot make a choice that would risk hurting another person, you're not a person, right? Because sometimes our choices do hurt other people. And if we cannot make that choice for the risk of hurting someone else, even if we don't want to agree to what they want, then we're not a person. We're a puppet at best, right? I also have a lot of complicated feelings about Carol and her outbursts and the fact that it killed 11 million people, and then who knows, maybe the second outburst killed more. Because why is Carol especially affecting everyone? I would imagine that the 12 other people, now 12, like her, aren't all like the people we met and are just agreeable and not fighting back at all. So, unless it is just Carol, but it just seems weird that, I mean, I guess out of 13 people, how many could choose to fight back? But it does seem like Carol specifically, maybe it's just because we're seeing it from her perspective, but she does seem to affect them more, and her choices and actions seem to have longer lasting repercussions and impact. And I don't understand why that is. I also think I started off talking about something else. What I mean, to go back, just in case, I don't think that Carol can be blamed for the 11 million people that died, even though, of course, you would blame yourself. But how the hell would she know that that would do that? Also, why are they so susceptible to that? That seems like a design flaw. I don't know. Because they're so copiacetic of a species, I guess, any sort of strong emotion is damaging to them. Which seems like wouldn't be a very smart way to evolve as a species, but I guess if you just infect everyone and everyone feels the same way, then you don't have to evolve conflict resolution skills or anything like that, because there's no conflict. Anyway, I think that's all that I have to say. I am very interested in this show. I'm very much enjoying it so far. Very much like locked in and trying to figure out the thought processes and the morality and all of it in this world. And it's very interesting. It's positing questions. It's making me think. It makes me think about it long after I stop recording. So I think that's a sign of a great show. And I can't wait to continue this journey with you guys. If you also can't wait and you want to see episode 3 right now, you can if you're watching this when it goes public on YouTube. Episode 3 will already be up over on my Patreon, which is linked in the description down below, as well as the entire full-length reaction to this episode and all the episodes that I've seen so far of Pluribus, which is just the first 2. But I cannot wait for more. Yeah. I hope to see you guys next time for episode 3. Until then. Bye, guys!